Your mindset about money might be silently sabotaging your wealth. It sounds crazy, but many aspiring millionaires unknowingly visualize the opposite. Overdue bills, meager paychecks, mounting debt. The universe, it seems, doesn't differentiate between positive and negative thoughts. It responds to the energy you project. So, if you crave abundance, you need to master the art of visualizing wealth, a far more potent tool than you realize. Let's explore 4 cornerstones to achieving this. Your self-image is the unseen foundation of all financial success. Consider this: every accomplishment, every instance of wealth or lack thereof originated in your mind, in your self-perception, in what you believe is possible. This isn't a minor detail, it's your self-imposed limit. Many fail to recognize how a negative self-image regarding money acts as a silent blockade to abundance. How often have you heard that inner voice whispering that money is hard to come by, that it's not for people like you, that you need to struggle and sacrifice? These messages are powerful, creating mental barriers that blind you to opportunities, stifle your confidence, and prevent you from embracing prosperity. I've been there. As a young man, I lacked financial ambition. I saw myself as ordinary, lacking a bright future, perpetually unlucky. This image profoundly limited me. Only by seeking knowledge and transforming my self-image to the point where I believed I deserved wealth, that I was capable of creating it, not just surviving, did my life change. It was a brutal internal battle, fighting that nagging voice of "you can't," battling without a degree, resources, or mentors who believed in a different reality. But this negative self-image isn't fixed. It can be reshaped with persistence and focus. Try this. Daily, morning or night, look in the mirror and say, "I deserve wealth. I am capable of creating abundance in my life." It might sound simplistic, even ridiculous, but your brain absorbs this as a new reality, and repetition reshapes your self-perception. The doubt will arise. What if I don't believe it? What if it's just wishful thinking? You don't need to fully believe at first. The act of repeating these affirmations begins to work on your subconscious mind, the seat of your deepest beliefs. And that's where the real transformation happens. Many also shy away from big dreams, fearing judgment. If I say I want to be rich, people will think I'm greedy or delusional. This is a self-imposed mental prison. External opinions only hold power if you allow them to. Your self-image should be built on your truth, not the shadows of others' perceptions. In practice, with every financial decision, every opportunity, ask yourself, does this choice reflect who I want to be? Am I acting like someone who deserves success? If the answer is no, reflect and adjust. Acting out of sync with your true self-image breeds frustration and mediocre results. Finally, understand that your self-image is like a muscle. The more you exercise your vision of yourself as prosperous, the stronger it becomes, naturally attracting and recognizing opportunities aligned with this new image. That's what happened to me. I shed a life of uncertainty and limitations, started seeing myself as a wealth creator, and money shifted from a problem to a natural consequence of my inner being. It may sound simple, but the internal transformation is profound and genuine. So ask yourself, what image are you carrying? One that limits or liberates? The answer changes everything. Emotion is the invisible engine powering your visualization. Imagine a static picture, devoid of emotion. It won't impact reality. But when you feel the joy, relief, and security of already possessing your desired wealth, that emotion becomes the fuel, propelling the universe to work in your favor. Many err in believing visualization is merely imagining numbers in a bank account. Without feeling, there's no real energy behind the thought. Have you noticed how strong emotions alter your body, mind, and even health? Science backs this up. Studies show that vividly imagining something with intense emotion triggers the same brain responses as a real experience. Your body releases hormones, your nervous system reacts, and your mind programs itself to act as if you're already living that reality. Feeling the emotion of wealth now, even without possessing it, prepares your body and mind to accept it. But fear arises. What if it's an illusion? It's not an illusion. It's mental training. I've experienced this firsthand. There were times when money felt like a distant mirage, anxiety overwhelming me. During one such moment, I sat in silence, closed my eyes, and imagined with my entire being the relief of effortlessly paying my bills, the peace of mind seeing my bank balance and feeling utter security. I did this daily until that emotion became a part of me. Then opportunities emerged, solutions appeared where I'd only seen problems before. It's not magic, it's the law of attraction in action, a law that responds to your vibrational frequency, and emotion is the key component of that frequency. Many harbor negative emotions like fear, anxiety, and doubt regarding money. These emotions vibrate at a frequency opposite to wealth, creating a vicious cycle. Fear of lack breeds thoughts of struggle, leading to more struggles, a trap that ensnares many. Ask yourself, what emotion do you feel when thinking about your finances? Fear, anxiety, or peace, confidence, gratitude? Your emotion dictates the type of financial experience you attract. To reprogram this, start small. Throughout the day, when a negative thought arises, pause and breathe deeply. Close your eyes and feel a positive emotion, even a small one, like gratitude for something you already possess. This is enough to begin shifting your emotional pattern. Emotion is so powerful, it's used by elite athletes to achieve peak performance, and by CEOs of major corporations to lead with greater confidence. Mastering your emotions around money makes you invincible. And remember, there's no wealth without emotion. You might have the idea, the plan, but without the feeling, it's all empty. It's like trying to start a fire without a spark. The fuel is there, but the ignition is missing. Make this a daily exercise. Don't just visualize money, feel what it represents, feel the freedom, security, and joy it brings. This is the key to transforming thoughts into real wealth. The biggest trap for those seeking prosperity is focusing on what they don't want. It's astonishing how the mind seems to work against us, repeating phrases like, "I don't want to be in debt," "I don't want to lose my job," or "I don't want to live in poverty." It sounds counterintuitive, but the universe doesn't process not. It picks up on what you think intensely, and dwelling on debt, struggle, and scarcity attracts more of it into your life. How often have you ruminated on financial worries, revisiting problems instead of focusing on solutions? This is common, but if you don't learn to redirect your thoughts, you'll remain stuck. I've seen this countless times with people close to me and myself. There was a time when I was drowning in financial problems, my mind fixated on difficulties, failures, and unpaid bills. I believed preparing for the worst was protection, but it actually put me on a frequency of scarcity, blocking opportunities. This often overlooked teaching can transform your life if applied seriously. The power of words, phrases, and conscious thoughts. Change begins by replacing negative phrases with powerful, positive affirmations. For example, instead of "I don't want to be in debt," say, "I'm building my financial freedom every day." Instead of "I don't want to lose my job," focus on "I attract opportunities that elevate and help me grow." It seems simple, but this shift alters the frequency you emit to the universe. If you doubt this, consider Michael Jackson, one of music's biggest stars, whose personal and financial life crumbled. Despite his talent and fame, he couldn't keep his mind aligned with prosperity. He got lost in fears, doubts, and actions that didn't support his wealth. This serves as a warning. External success is meaningless if your mind is focused on scarcity. How often have you been paralyzed by the fear of losing money, the fear of failure? This fear is natural, but it keeps your mind trapped in the cycle of scarcity. If you don't change this direction, you'll continue attracting the same difficulties. Science shows our thoughts create neural pathways that reinforce our mental habits. The more you think about scarcity, the more your brain conditions itself to it. But the opposite is also true. Focusing on abundance creates new connections and opens space for the new. What can you do now? Start monitoring your thoughts. Every time a negative idea pops up, pause, breathe, and replace it with a positive affirmation. This requires discipline, but with persistence, you'll feel the shift. It's not a quick process, but it's progressive. Each day you choose to focus on what you want, you shift your vibration and attract more good things. The question is, are you willing to train your mind? Money isn't a problem. It's a reflection of what you think and feel. Align your thoughts with your desires, and you'll see how the universe responds. Visualizing money and feeling wealthy doesn't mean sitting back and waiting for it to fall from the sky. The real transformation happens when visualization translates into action. But not just any action, but inspired action, the kind born from inner clarity, confidence, and alignment with your purpose. Many believe the law of attraction is magic, a shortcut that requires no effort, but this is a delusion. I experienced this firsthand. When I left my stable job as a firefighter to start my cleaning business, I wasn't sure what would happen. It was a leap of faith, a calculated risk, but what guided me was a clear vision and the inner certainty that I deserved and could create something better. That confidence didn't come from nowhere. It came from intense visualization, the deep feeling that I was already living that reality. And it was this energy that drove me to act, even in the face of fear and uncertainty. If you feel paralyzed by financial decisions, if you feel lost about where to begin, honestly ask yourself, what's holding you back? Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of losing what you already have. Recognizing these emotions is the first step to overcoming them. Inaction born of fear is the biggest risk. Many miss valuable opportunities because they don't take that first step. They get stuck in over-analysis, waiting for the perfect moment that never comes. This creates a cycle of procrastination that fuels fear and insecurity. Think of history's great names. They acted despite fear, learned from mistakes, and moved forward. Thomas Edison, for instance, failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. He didn't wait for the perfect moment. He acted, inspired by his vision of what he wanted to create. Inspired action also means being open to changing direction when necessary. Sometimes opportunity doesn't arrive as expected, and flexibility is crucial to seizing what emerges. Practically, this can be applied in various ways. Start with small daily actions like educating yourself financially, creating a realistic plan, seeking mentorship, or even starting a side project aligned with your dreams. Each step, however small, fuels confidence and strengthens the connection between your mind and your reality. If you're waiting for a sign, here it is. The time is now. I challenge you. For the next 14 days, take at least one daily action that moves you closer to your vision of wealth, whether it's reading, a conversation, planning, or a practical step. Notice how the energy of that action shifts your internal state and opens doors you never imagined. Correct visualization creates the path, but action is what makes you walk it. The universe responds to your movement, not your hesitation. So step out of your comfort zone, don't wait for perfect circumstances, and start acting, inspired by the powerful image you're building within yourself. This is the bridge between dream and reality, and you can cross it every day. There's something often overlooked when discussing attracting wealth: something that might seem counterintuitive: the importance of inner silence and active patience. We live in a fast-paced world. We want instant results, quick fixes, immediate change. But the process of truly manifesting money, of achieving lasting and growing prosperity, doesn't work that way. Many get frustrated because, even with visualization, affirmations, and action, they don't see quick results, and doubt and discouragement take over. I've been there. After starting to apply the law of attraction, there were times when it seemed nothing was happening. I visualized, felt, acted, but the money didn't arrive at the speed my anxious mind desired. That's when I understood the power of inner silence, that space where you're not fighting against reality, not desperate, but at peace with the process, trusting that the universe is working for you, even if you don't see it. This silence isn't passivity, it's active patience, where you remain focused on your vision but detached from immediate results. Anxiety and the fear of when will it happen are powerful enemies of manifestation. They create internal tension that blocks the natural flow of energy. Science confirms that constant stress alters our nervous system, impairs decision-making, and limits our creativity. And creativity is essential for recognizing and seizing the opportunities we attract. A clear example is Oprah Winfrey, who faced years of hardship and rejection before achieving her immense success. What kept her going was her ability to trust the process, to remain patient and focused even when it seemed nothing was happening. This combination of vision, emotion, and active patience is what allows manifestation to occur at the right time. Doubt is natural, and that's where the challenge lies. Instead of resisting the weight, use this time to strengthen your mind, your belief, and your preparedness. Educate yourself financially, learn about investments, cultivate healthy spending and saving habits, surround yourself with positive people, and above all, practice gratitude for what you already have. This creates fertile ground for money to grow and prevents you from giving up halfway. Now reflect. How many times have you given up on a dream because you didn't see quick results? How many times has anxiety led you to make rash decisions that only worsened the situation? By learning to use inner silence and patience as allies, your mind becomes a magnet for money because it will be in harmony with the natural law of time and process. My invitation is this: for 30 days, dedicate a daily moment to this inner silence, to deeply connect with your vision without demanding immediate results, and to cultivate the confidence that everything is unfolding at the right time. Note your perceptions, feelings, and small changes that emerge. You'll see that when the mind calms and patience strengthens, the flow of prosperity becomes inevitable, and money begins to arrive in ways you never imagined. This is the forgotten art of manifestation, mastering your internal timing so the universe can deliver its best. If there's one thing you should take away from this, it's this: how you see and feel about money in your mind shapes your financial reality. Shifting your self-image, nurturing positive emotions, focusing on what you desire, and acting with inspiration are the keys to unlocking the abundance already waiting for you. And since you're here, ready to grow, the next video appearing on your screen will elevate your knowledge. It will help you become at least 1% better than you are today. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I'll see you in the next video.